So, you wanna know how to Nightcore, huh? Well, buddy, let me tell you something. You came to the worst place in order to learn this. Well, first, what you want to do is find the song you want to Nightcore. So, most people might use Spotify or SoundCloud, YouTube, or even Osu in order to find their music. Me, I like to do something called clapping my hands and I'll magically get a song.
I'm the loneliest tree with a little hop of winds in the breeze. Here's my little green pea.
We got our song. Now you're gonna need a way to Nightcore the song, because Nightcore is basically pitching up the song while speeding it up, and you're gonna need a program to do that. So I recommend using Audacity, since it's a free program that allows you to do that. I used to use Audacity, but I use something else currently, so I don't need to worry about this. But in this tutorial I'll show you how to use Audacity for your guys' sake, because I'm pretty sure you can't use the thing I use since it costs money. So yeah. By the way, before we get into Nightcoring the song, make sure to check if the song is copyrighted. If you don't know what copyright is, then in summary, it's the claims the producer has over the song that makes it so when you use the music, it leads to copyright claims and can lead to your video to either lose its monetization or be completely blocked altogether. So be careful with the songs you want to use. That's all I have to say. Enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, so now we have Audacity open. So once you have Audacity open and your song downloaded, what you're gonna do is get the song you have downloaded or used and drag it into the Audacity track thing, majig, yeah. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to process, so there we go. Now we have the entire track. This looks like LSD. Anyways, we play it and it's pretty much just a song that we heard just now.
I'm the loneliest tree.
So that's pretty much what the raw file. So what you want to do is hold Control and press A. That highlights the entire track, and then you'll want to go up to Effect and find either change pitch or change speed. You can choose which one you want to do first. I'm going to do change pitch first. And this is where you can just change it from going down to up. I don't recommend going too far up because it'll just sound like Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks. So yeah, I'd like put it at 8 right there and just press OK. And then it's going to start applying change pitch, so just wait. And then we play the song. There we go.
I'm the loneliest tree.
It's not that big of a change, but it's still something. Besides, we're going to speed it up, so it's going to change it at the same time. Now, the entire track is highlighted still, so don't worry about pressing Control A again. Now, go over to Effect again and press Change Speed. Now, over here, you can change your speed. You can do it manually and stuff like the pitch thing, but I'm just going to drag it, so I'm going to change it by 6, probably. That's what I'm going to do, because I don't want it to be too fast. I'm just going to apply the change speed.
I'm the loneliest tree.
Now, if it feels too slow or too fast to you, you can always change it by like holding Control Z, which undoes the thing that you've already done. So yeah, you can just mess around with it in the meantime, and then once you're done with that, you can go over to File and then export it as a WAV file. Okay, do not export it as MP3. It will not work. Always export it as a WAV file, as that will always work. You're gonna want to export it into your files somewhere you're gonna remember it is, and then a bunch of things are gonna pop up here. Just press OK, just keep on pressing OK, and it's gonna finally export, and then you're gonna have the finished result. Now the thing is, I don't exactly need to do that because I already have the Nightcore version, and like I said earlier in the video, I use something different. I use this program right here, which is FL Studio. This is a little more advanced, but it still gets the job done. You can hear it's more like better basically, but you have to mess around with this stuff. I'm just gonna save you from that.
Congratulations!
Well done! Now you know how to Nightcore a song. Now it's time to find the background image you're going to use for Nightcore, because you're going to have to be editing this Nightcore. Because putting up the image and just the song is kind of boring. You want to make it more flashy, but not too flashy. So like how in my videos it's just a background moving around with an audio visualizer in the middle and my name. You want to make sure your name is there because some people can steal content. You need a name so it can be a sort of watermark to make sure it's your content. Okay, so what we're gonna do is find a background image. So once you have your background, you're gonna want to open up your art program. So I use something called Photopea, which is an online photo editor, because it's like Photoshop but simpler and it's very easy to use once you get the hang of it. So I already have my background, here it is. Now what you want to do is make sure the image size is 1920 by 1080. This is the best you're gonna want to have, because it's the max like screen size for main screens, so like phone screens, computer screens, TV screens, etc. So yeah, and once you have your background, you can use this to make a thumbnail or whatever you want to do with it. So for my background, it looks a little too bright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new layer, get a paint bucket tool, make it black. I'm going to take the opacity and put it down so it looks a little more darker, and see, it looks a little more better now. So I'm just going to export this real quick because I want to save this background for later. Now once you have your background exported, you're going to want to make a thumbnail out of it. Now I can't be bothered to explain how to make a thumbnail, so I'm just going to load it up. There you go, there's the thumbnail, woohoo! And if you look at the bottom right corner, you can see that I'm recording this at 11 past midnight. I want to sleep, so I'm going to record this tomorrow, so I'll see you then.
Do not point your butt at me, it's a sign of disrespect.
Okay, it is tomorrow. Technically it's the same day because it was midnight before, but now I can actually record properly because I'm not that sleep deprived. Anyways, carry on from the today, whatever. You want to open up your editing program. Now I use 2 editing programs, so you're going to see this for a very short video. So this is what I use to create that little shaking effect in the background of my videos, and I can't do that with my main editor, my main software, which is Shotcut. So I use Sony Vegas Pro 16. If you're wondering why I don't use Vegas Pro for all my editing, it's because this is more weird to me, because Shotcut, I've been using it for almost 2 years, so I'm more used to it, and Shotcut feels more simple than this, and it's still good editing. So anyways, I have the background here and I have the song here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the song and put it right here, and then I'm going to put the image right there. Okay, technically I meant to do like that. There we go. So really, what you're going to get is this. And then at one point it's just going to cut off, so make sure to stretch it all the way so all the song is covered. And to make that shake effect, you're going to need this preset from Sapphire, the Sapphire presets, and it's called S Shake. It's pretty well known, I'm not going to lie. So you're going to want to use that. Okay, it's loaded now, so there's the preset S Shake, and plugin, sorry, and I already have presets for these. So this is the default one, and I made the BG background shake and lyric shake from my Lemon Nightcore video. So I'm just gonna drag this onto the image like so. Okay, what just happened? Okay, there it is. Here you can copy the things if you want. So I use 0.238 for amplitude and 0.80 for frequency. So you can copy this thing if you want to use it for your own S shake. So yeah. Anyways, guys, so once you're done with that, you want to highlight the entire track using this little thing from a jig. I don't know what this is actually, but it just selects the entire thing. So you want to do that, and then you want to go over to File, Render As, and you want to make sure it's set to Sony AVC/MVC, You want the highest quality, so you can have it. You want to have it as internet 1920 by 1080 30p. If you want, you can use 720p, but I recommend using 1080p unless you want lower disk space used. Okay, and you can name it what you want. So I'm just gonna name it Matcha Puff background and render. Now this is gonna take a while to render, so I'll get back to you once it's done. It's done! Okay, now we're in Shotcut. This is where the main editing begins. So first off, you want to get your sources. So we have the Matcha Puff background shaking effect. And then I have my Nightcore box, which is where I put the little visualizer thing with the bars. Then I have the original Nightcore sound music file. I have my outro and my fire effect thing, which you don't exactly need to worry about. And then I have these two random color backgrounds, the white background and the black background. So once you have that, and oh, wait a minute, the file was done. Okay, now I'm not gonna go and explain how all of this works, so I'm gonna just say this. So first off, I put 7 tracks, okay? You don't need to worry about the 7th one if you're not gonna have a fire transition thing like for your outro. So the first one was the shake background. So it's just there muted because you don't want the audio messing with the actual file. And this little part right here, if it highlights, there we go. I just put a little rotate effect on it. So basically, as the video progresses, this will start changing and stuff. So that's how that works. It's called keyframes. You can search up how to use it if you want. This is just the second track. It just has the Nightcore box. All that has is the rotate and scale effect from this one. So it looks like it's rotating with the background and everything else. So that's pretty much the effect that has. This white background from before, all that has is an opacity filter, which makes it so it slowly fades out over time, so it looks more professional in a way. This is the audio file of the music. This has a lot of filters, and by a lot of I mean 2, but you're gonna have to edit this part a while. So the audio spectrum visualization, there we go. This is the bars that go up as the music keeps going up and down and stuff. So this is what you need to worry about. There's nothing you really need to concern except changing the type to bar. You can change the color if you want. Change the thickness, you really want to do that. Position, you can just do that freely. And the bands, that's by your choice. I keep it at 36 because it's a nice amount. Everything else, you don't exactly need to do anything about that. Now the 5th track has a black background for the timer in the top right. Now the timer is just for people watching it, I guess. So how this works is I put in a timer filter, so that's just there. I make sure the duration goes to the end and the font is different. If you want to know the font I use, it's Champagne and Limousines, which is a pretty great font you can find online. And because the black background, I don't want that showing up in the video, so I get a chroma key effect, which is what people use for green screens, and I change the color to black so the black can't show. And I put the distance to 100 because if you put it at 50, it leaves this black outline on the timer and it does not look nice. I put a glow effect as well because this looks pretty nice. It gives that little blur effect, and the same rotate and scale effect from the others. And this track, which is pretty much the last track you need to worry about, is the text right here. So it's basically the same thing as the timer one, except instead of a timer, it's just a text thing. And I put in a fade in video with opacity instead of fade with black, because then if I didn't put that in, the text would be there the entire time while the white background over here starts fading out. So that's all you need to be worried about. And this is just the outro I put at the end, so you don't exactly need to do all this. But if you want to know how to do this, all you do is really get an effect and you just put a chroma key. So in this black part, it could be a green or whatever, I don't know what you use. I use a black background, and then it just transitions to your outro. So that's basically really how you edit a Nightcore video. It isn't that hard once you figure out how to do it fully. it might not make sense from how I'm explaining it, but really it's just very simple. It's way easier than like those Nightcore videos you see made with After Effects or Sony Vegas and stuff like that. So yeah. And there you have it, guys. That's how you Nightcore songs and edit them. Now I know this is a bit short and stuff, it doesn't exactly explain a lot, but then again, that's because when you Nightcore or make a video, it has to be of your own element. You can't just copy people. Like, I see templates online of people just like taking, so there's this one Nightcore called Cyrex, I think, or something, and they put a template online for After Effects, and literally most people use it, and I don't want to be that kind of person, okay? Because one, I don't have After Effects. Two, I like making my own stuff, hence why I have all this. And if you're wondering why I didn't make a Nightcore tutorial before with my old layout, it's because I didn't exactly want to. That was the layout I used back when I was using my old laptop, and that layout was a little rubbish, I'll say, because it was just me fast photoshopping a random background with this oval shaped thing, kind of, and just making it look nice with editing. And when I got this PC, I immediately thought I wanted to get a new Nightcore layout, hence why now I have the rotating background, shaking background with the box instead of that bar thing you saw in the old ones. And I know I made videos like Hold and Lemon, but that was because I didn't think of something to make yet until a couple days ago. Well, not days ago, like weeks ago. So yeah. But if I make a new layout, I'll try and show you how it works. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to give a like if you want to see more stuff like this, just more Nightcore videos, and I promise I will get back to one shot, okay? I know I've held it on pause for a long time, but there is a very good reason for that, and you guys just have to wait for it. For now, I will keep trying to be consistent with my uploads, because so far I've been consistent with the meme videos and the Nightcore videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.